What's up? You're looking at my music cart. I don't have a room at this school, so I go into each room, sometimes in the multi-purpose room. So I want to give you a tour of my music cart and what I do in the classroom. So I'd say number one is my coffee. I've got that. We're doing a March Madness, so we always have a composer of the month and an artist of the month. And so today this is week 1, week 2, week 3, and then we get our winner. So I always have our composers of the month. I also have I can statements, and these are for each of the grades. So kindergarten, first grade, second grade, and I laminated it so I can write with a dry erase, or I can print it off if I'm ahead of time. And then this is our I can statement either for the month or for the day. This book contraption is these two, if you can see, it's like a magazine holder and it fit perfectly there. So I usually put the book that we're using in the front, and I tell kids they can come peek at the book in the hallway, but you can see there's quite a bit of other books here that I can use in any given moment. This is a fake plant, so there you go. This I don't use too much of. It was supposed to be a classroom management thing where if the kids are, the whole class is doing well, they get the star here, and if they're all not doing so well, you get over here. But honestly, I just give my own face. So this is like, I'm happy, I'm doing well, and this is usually trying to make that face. So the kids usually know. I've barely ever used this, but I wanted to. Okay, so moving along, this is a student colored this for me. Same student also made this really cool poster that I had up for a while. This is when we do ukuleles. I'm gonna use this for resting position. So it's a visual for kids to see that they should be in resting position or they should be playing. We've got our glitter jar. Everyone in the school made a glitter jar and the kids can stop by and use it. It's to help kids with behavior and emotion, and I love it. The green cards have been super helpful. I learned the idea of a green card from Becca's music room, and so if you recognize the students doing the right thing, you give them a green card, and in my class, they get to play a drum at the end of class, or they get to play the ukulele, or some fast instrument that takes like 2 minutes, but most kids will do anything to get a green card, and I try to recognize every kid, especially like if they've been having a tricky time. If I notice them doing one great thing, get them a green card. Back behind, I do have these red and yellow cards. So originally I was going to do a stop sign sort of a thing where yellow was a warning and then red was like caution, stop, you are out. Personally, I'm not that good at keeping up with things like that, so I just focus on the positive reinforcement and then I give them my verbal warning. So I'd like to change the green card to something like a star student or like a special character rainbow thing at some point, but green card works for us and we're going to keep it going this year. Of course, I got my name tag, and most kiddos already know my name, which is good. We had a thing where the kids talked about how we showed kindness, so I'm definitely leaving that up. Now we go to my bins. Now the bins change over time. I have other things I can put inside of them. It's so that I can have any supplies that I need at all 6 tables. So of course we got rainbow order, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And so we have these whiteboard and chalkboard. I haven't used a chalkboard, but kids can write on this kind of like a clipboard, or we can use dry erase. And then all I have right now are these set of crayons. So 4 in each, that way there's 24. Down here, this is super cool. So this is like a Sterilite Tupperware thing, but it comes apart. And so the best thing is I can keep any materials for each grade inside of it, and then I can just switch the order, and it's been so helpful. So I have name tags and any other things inside of each grade. So as you can see, like I can switch the order and then I can put it together, and it's been really helpful. Right now I have resonator bars for So and Me, and so I only have these ones, and this was a station. In here is where they all came, but for now I multitasked and I put mallets for the resonator bars in here. I did make this little rhythm, kind of a bulletin board. It's kind of low to the ground. I hardly ever reference it, but it's there if the kids, want to reference them. My trusty ukulele is here. This was some sort of a thing that was free, and I kind of used Velcro and I attached it and I made my very own ukulele holder. It works really well because it rolls down the hallway with the ukuleles. In the back, you see I've got my drums, super helpful. They do kind of get crammed in there, but they work well. Here, of course, egg shakers. I can pick this up and do what I want. This is an old twister board or twister spinner that I made into color so I can call each table or row when it's their turn. It works super well so that it's fair. These are for boom whackers in case they're not listening. They could trade with this. This is like my grab bag drawer. So this is everything, including this. I've got dry erase markers, and then these are the erasers. It's just felt cut in squares. Obviously, I need some more markers. We have run out of so many. Poppets are super helpful for Pop It to the Beat. I got Pop-It bracelets, and I cut them in half. Little erasers for composing, different things. My microphone from the Dollar Tree is super helpful. I use it especially for the littles, for me to sing, and then they sing, and then I sing, and I also use it to give them an individual turn. They like to sing by themselves if they get to sing on this microphone. I try to keep this part clear so I can set my iPad, or I can set papers or whatever I need, but it often just gets collected of things. So that's this cart. You can see I can roll it down the hall. It barely fits through the door, but it does. Thankfully, most of the schools have smart boards, and I use my iPad, and so I can screen share, and I do a lot with my iPad. Then we come to these two carts. Let me tell you about these. I got rhythm sticks, I got guidos, we got some pom-poms and station things, bells. Underneath here are more thicker rhythm sticks. This is a bucket of scarves for dancing. Here it looks like I've lost do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Looks like I lost T. I haven't used this too much, but it's there. I ended up putting this as well here because sometimes I only need these two carts and I don't want to roll the giant white one. So that way I still have my I Can statement and the artist of the month. These are laminated circles that are magnetic that I can use on my board to create a melody. That would be a funky melody right there. And then this is where I keep the boom whackers. These are actually the boxes that they came in, and I hot glued sections for each of the boom whackers, so you can see. And then later I labeled which colors go where. It works super well, except that's out of place, for kids, putting them back in the right place most of the time. So this needs to go here for B. You can see there's a lot of duct tape happening, but I did use this Velcro, so in theory, they do connect together and you can roll it down the hall like this. I find that it's much easier just to roll one at a time. I usually have students help me. They love to help rolling my cart down the hall. So as you can see, I'm gonna roll it back down the hallway, and so I put my iPad right here, and anything I wanna hide, I forgot that I do keep my water. I try my best to stay hydrated. Super important. All right, let's leave and roll this where it goes. Okay, sweet. We have cool. It's really fun to put kids' coloring pages up here. I do have a cart of ukuleles, so we didn't play ukulele today, so I didn't have it in the classroom, but we will soon. That's where my cart lives. Let's go around the corner to my office. Okay, so here's what we got. I brought my guitar in today. I don't always have it, so it's on the desk. I also had a whole bunch of origami boxes in here. They're gone because I gave them all to the kids, so I got this too. Normally I have these in their own bucket, but I took it home. These are, again, the rest of the resonator bars are in here. So there's red. This is also the box that they came in, which I hot glued and kind of sectioned together so that each little set can have its own. This is my basket of buddies. The basket of buddies has been super helpful. So we got beat buddies. Kids can keep the beat. I also use them so kids could say, hey, Winnie the Pooh, listen, right? Or tell your buddy they're being too loud, or try not to throw your buddy in the air, right? It works really well. Let me show you some of our buddies. So honestly, the most important thing is tell the kids you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, whatever buddy you get. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuffies. I didn't spend a lot of money on these. I went to our local thrift store and they were all 49 cents. So I only got ones that were 49 cents. Maybe a few of them I got that were like $1.99 if I really liked it. But super helpful. The kiddos love when I bring my basket of buddies. I live in Idaho, so I have my boots and then I have my indoor shoes. So I got boots and socks. This is what I was talking about. I used to have crayons and these for the tables. It works better if each kid has their own bag of crayons, honestly. These are for cup routines. Haven't actually used them yet, but they are color coded so that each kid has a cup if we were to do cups. I made these rhythm cards. Right now they have quarter note, quarter rest, and eighth note, and super helpful that kids can use. Again, they're color coded, so they fit one per bucket. We're not using them, so I don't get them out yet. This is what you call a mess in a bag. I just took basically everything that was disorganized on the cart out by the office and I put it in that bag. So I will deal with that later. There's just some more random papers. I don't really have a very good filing system. They're just here. Got some more mallets, some more cups, glue sticks, erasers, some random things. And then in the back, I ended up with extra crayons, so there you go. And also the catch-all. This is like my little table. I guess I've got some plain paper there. And so this is like the little corner of my office. It also rolls. I never really use it. That's just where I put my stuff. Music stand if I need it. And then I actually share this office with the speech language pathologist who comes in twice a week, and we share it on the same day. So I kind of just keep my stuff here, but she works with kids here at this space, not on Fridays. So I was able to give you a tour. So that's what it's like for me, at least, to teach. I would say teach from a cart, but not really. Like, I know that many may be taught from a cart during the pandemic. I didn't. I don't have a classroom, so I needed something. I wanted to have something that was like a regular classroom, that the kids knew they could have their objectives and that they knew where things were, even though it was a rolling cart. So let me know if you have any questions or you want to see more, or if you have thoughts. I hope this helped. I did make a video of how I made the white cart. It was a taller cart, and then I DIY'd and I used a board, and the way that I made it, I actually have a video of that I'll post as well, and maybe try and put in the description so you can see that too. But I hope this inspired you to realize that teaching from a cart or teaching without a music room is like totally doable. Obviously I wish I had a room, but you know what, in some ways it's kind of nice. So thanks for watching.